Okay, then let's start the class. Okay. What happened last bench? Ekdam last? Why? Huh? Okay, let's start the class. Okay. So, what we were talking in the last class was we were talking about cytoskeleton, and we have discussed something called as 9+0 organization, right? Are you new? No? You are attending classes regularly? Okay. So, 9+0 organization we have studied. Today we will be talking about that 9+2 organization, right? What exactly 9+0 and 9+2 means is nothing but the arrangement of microtubules, right? We have to talk about the cytoskeleton of a centriole, and the next is about cilia and flagella. Before going for the discussion of cilia and flagella, we have to know something called as a basal body. Why we should know about the basal body? Because basal body is the structure which give rise to cilia and flagella. What exactly is a basal body? I think in the last class I have said a sentence about it. What is a basal body? Do any one of you remember? When the centriole moves towards the periphery of the cell or below the plasma membrane, that is what is called as a basal body. And if you have to talk about the centriole, that position ki hoy, it is near the nucleus. So, centriole and basal body, it almost means the same thing. As far as composition is concerned, as far as the protein structure is concerned, everything is same except its position, right. So, we will be continuing with the word called as basal body. Heading koriba, basal body or kinetosome. It is also called as kinetosome or also called as blepharoplast. So, certain points about the basal body. Why is it called as a modified centriole? Because of its position, because we know basal body and centriole is exactly the same. Found in all the eukaryotic cells that have cilia and flagella, we understand they resemble the centriole we have already spoken about. Okay. But in spite of that, we will have to talk certain types of differences between basal body and centriole. Ekhini likhar pisot comparison korim centriole and basal body. We have certain points of difference also. Is it over? Okay. Uporo kita to hoise sage? Okay, okay, doesn't matter. Please write. So, we will just compare ester formation, comma, spindle formation. Welcome. So this is the comparison between centriole and basal body. These 5 points we need to remember. When we talk about the position, we understand what exactly the position of the centriole and what is the position of the basal body. As far as the number of centrioles per cell is concerned and number of basal body per cell is concerned, in case of this is one of the important point. In case of a cell, we have just what? 2 centrioles, and those who have read the chapter called as cell cycle and cell division, maybe you know something called as duplication of centriole. Right. So, duplication of centriole occurs in what? It occurs in the S phase of cell cycle, right. So, we have 2 in every cell. Next, as far as this is concerned, it depends on the number of cilia and flagella, and this is a part that we have already explained. And basal body is responsible for its movement, and also it gives rise to cilia and flagella. Next is cytoskeleton of cilia and flagella. If this is over, cilia flagella heading koriba. Is the last point over? Okay, please write. Huh? Oh. তুমি lesson বস্তুটো বুজি নাই পোৱা নেকি? Problem to কি যে what is your question? Central and basal body একে হয় নেকি? Centriole and basal body as far as composition is concerned, as far as the structure is concerned, exactly the same. Right? একেটাই বস্তু তেতিয়াহ'লে আমি দুটা নাম কিয় দিছো? সেইটোৱে কথাটো হ'ল সেইখিনিয়েতো কৈ আছে ইমান দেৰি দুটা নাম আমি কিয় দিছো depending on the position where it is found. If it is found near the nucleus, it's called as centriole. If it is found below the plasma membrane, it's called as basal body. If it is found below the below the plasma membrane, cell আছে cellor plasma membrane তলত বা periphery of the cell আছে, at that time that basal body would be responsible for the origin of cilia and flagella. Eta cellot cilia flagella to kobar pra originate koribo লাগিব, someone should be responsible, right? So who is responsible? Centriole kobo nwara tetia. Centriole ami word to ketia use korim when it is near the nucleus. Nucleus or usorot থাকিলেহে centriole kom. যদি তলত থাকে তেতিয়াহলে আমি তাক basal body kobo লাগিব. কিন্তু composition wise exactly the same, right? Okay. নাই হোৱা? কিন্তু composition একে হলেও centriole and basal body we have seen certain types of differences, right? এই চার্টখনে কি কৈছে? Certain points of difference between the two, right? Over. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, talking about cilia and flagella, what we know about these are nothing but locomotory organs, right? As far as the number is concerned, cilia basic thakibo and flagella basic thakibo, it's always the number of cilia, that's more in case of a cell. Next point of difference could be, as far as the movement is concerned, eta cell jodi cilia and the other cell has flagella, which one would be faster? The cell that has cilia would be faster, and what would be the reason? Because its number is more, right? Okay. So, certain points of cilia, flagella, these are the points that we know, right? So, one is short, one is long, etc., etc. Cilia is something that is found almost all around the cell, right? Flagella at a particular body, a particular point or arise, correct? I think you know the words anterior and posterior. Anterior towards the body, posterior backside, no? But far away, that's called as posterior. Okay, occurs throughout the cell, usually at the anterior. What about the last point? Beat in a coordinated manner or beat independently. What exactly we are talking about it? Beat what do you mean? The movement, right? So, if you are talking about a cell that has cilia, paramecium or whatever. So, what will happen is all the cilia will move in one direction, right? But if you are talking about flagella, they are independent. Remember, we have talked about a cell having two flagella. Naam to ki asile? Protista eta example porisilu no? Dinoflagellates or dinoflagellates, right? Yeah. In that case, what we have seen? The organism having two flagella. Kintu duita flagella ki hoisile? Right? So, they are independent to each other. This one wants to go this side, this one wants to go this side. So, they keep revolving around the same position, right? So, by the word beat, we are talking about its movement. And if a cell possesses cilia, all the cilia would move in the same direction. Okay. Next is we have to draw the structure of cilia and flagella. If this is over, structure of cilia flagella boli heading koriba. Can I rub the board? Okay. As far as the number of cilia per cell is concerned, I have given something called as 300 to 14,000. No, the number is not important. Question nahi hai report. Khali, what you need to remember is a cell having cilia its movement would be much faster as compared to a cell with flagella. নহয় size আগৰটোৰ নিচিনা A is bigger, B is smaller. We will be talking about that, the presence of 13 protofilaments and 10 protofilaments, exactly the same explanation that we have given during 9+0 organization. But the differences in case of 9+0 we have seen triplets, ইয়াতে কিন্তু আমি কি দেখা পাইছো doublets, right? Sub unit কেটা আছে দুটা, আগৰটোত কেটা আছিল তিনটা, right? কি হৈছে স্ক্ৰিনখন ব্লাৰ হৈ গৈছে সবৰে হৈছে না অকল তোমাৰ হৈছে what about the rest of the students এটা ঠিক হৈছে ওকে হ্যাঁ ভালকে ক্লিয়ার হোৱা নাই just wait for 1 or 2 seconds maybe it might be good এতিয়া ক্লিয়ার হৈছে নে নাই নাই কোৱা ন নে it's clear now online students can you see the board clearly now central sheath SHEATH just wait in the meantime what you all can do is you all can do the diagram at least no the diagram has a similarity with the diagram that we have discussed in the last class so okkoman akibo pariba as far as the naming is concerned juntu bostu dekha nai bhalke please ask ha clear hoise okay anything that's not clearly visible please ask I'll say it part the outer layer central microtubule this two you can see in the center can you see the board okay so this is the central microtubule this is also a central microtubule we have two central microtubules and so we have this arrangement 9+2 okay what is the question that is asked from this part from MCQ point of view the question that is asked is 9+0 is seen in and 9+2 is seen in 9+0 organization is seen in centrioles right next is 9+2 organization is seen in cilia and flagella next if you compare both 9+0 and 9+2 talking about this protoplasmic sheath present in case of 9+2 absent in case of 9+0 next similarity between the two peripheral keta microtubule thakibo 9 in both the cases but what is the difference doublet double units and in that case we had talked something about called as triplets right next difference is in the center if you are talking about 9+0 tate microtubule nasile but in this case we have a set of microtubules that is considered as a central microtubule right next talking about A and B A would be slightly bigger as compared to B the same explanation in case of both next is from A we'll see two linkers actually linker no hoy we have a linker and a hook that develops linker is called as key AB linker in the last one that we have drawn that ki asile CA right so we have that linker so heikini whole point of differences so we'll write certain points if this is over can I rub the board online students hol ni kiya ka okay protoplasmic sheet talks about what? If you talk about cilia and flagella, cilia and flagella, we understand now. If you are talking about the cell like this, the cilia would be something like this, or sorry, the flagella would be something like this, right? Coming to the point of flagella, flagella junkhini pra originate kore, a portion to ki hobo basal body, right? So this is the basal body. This is the structure from where it originates. So if you want to see the structure of the cilia and you see this section, no, ekdom origin to, so yate ki dekhaba, you see the cytoskeleton. And what is the arrangement? It is 9 plus 2. So this is the point that we are talking about, right? A flagella dalor jedi centermost portion porha, no, this part will have this structure. Second point is cilia and flagella always have a covering, right? So edal jodi cilia hoy ba edal jodi flagella hoy, you have a covering on top of that. So that was what we meant by the word called as protoplasmic sheet. Right? Eta structure thakibo round type, hey structure to pura ki hobo cilia ba flagella dal arise hobo, and the entire cilia or entire flagella would be covered by a sheet or a layer of cells. That is what is called as protoplasmic sheet. Etia to okoman idea paisa, how does it look like, right? So points ketaman likhim. Structure. Okay, the centermost area is called as, the centermost area in case of 9 plus 2 has a name for that, and it is called as central exonym. The centermost area in case of 9 plus 0 was called as 9 plus 0 organization or center to eta naam asile. What was the name? Hub, right? But in this case we have a word called as central exonym. So, certain points we are discussing. Is this part clear? 9 plus 2 clear, no? Yate ami ki koisu, we have used the word called as singlet, and here we have used the word doublet. Why? Because it has subtubules, it does not have subtubule. Okay. So, as far as the description of the structure is concerned, these are the points that describes the diagram that we have drawn, right. Since we have understood the diagram, so I think we have understood the points also. Aru eko special point nai yate, jikhini bujaisu ekini likhisu, right. So, as far as structure is concerned, this was the structure. Apart from these points, okman extra points likhibo laibo, extra no hoy, mane not directly related with the structure. Is this part over? Okay, coming to this point. So, out of the structure, no, from examination point of view, these points are important. The first point is this one: microtubule of cilia and flagella has dash protein, because we know what is a microtubule. A microtubule is nothing but a protein structure. What is a microfilament? Microfilament is also a protein structure, right? So, talking about the microtubule, microtubule is found in cilia and flagella. So, the protein that is found in cilia and flagella. Tubulin. We have two types of protein, right? Eta ki asle tubulin or eta asle flagellin. That was the basic difference between what? Eukaryote and prokaryote, right? So, we are concerned with what? Eukaryote. So, some names of proteins we need to study. Okay. So, this is all about the structure, or this is all about the topic that was called as cytoskeleton, right. Cytoskeleton of a cell, we have talked about the different types of protein filaments or protein structures, microtubules kenekua dekhar, microfilaments kenekua dekhar, intermediate fiber section or which point is more important from MCQ point of view, we have discussed everything, right. Next is talking about the structure. Now coming to the question part. Question part from this cytoskeleton पर की question है, as we have already discussed, 9+0, 9+2 occurs where first. Second question, the type of proteins, right. So, question has been asked about all the 3 types of proteins. So, you have to read the question properly. Kuntu protein or kotha question could say nothing in details except the name of the proteins, right. Arm of 8 ki thake, interlinkers of ki thake, etc. As far as this angle is concerned, iman question etyalake aha nai. Why we are writing it down? Because while we were discussing 9+0, we have talked about an angle of 40 degree, if you remember. Last class ami juntu korisilu no, subtubule A, B and C, they were tilted at an angle of what? They were tilted at an angle of 40 degree, right. But in this case, they are tilted at an angle of 10 degree. So, ketiyaba hudibo pare, just 10 or 40 word to monot rakhile hogol from the rate, right. So, this is all about cilia and flagella. So, cytoskeleton part is over. We will move to the next part of the cell or next unit. Is it over? Can I rub? Okay. So, we have talked about the cell, the boundary of the cell, words like cytoplasm, protoplasm, etc. We have talked about the contents of a cell, the various organelles that are present in a cell, the major organs, right, membranous, non-membranous, etc. But apart from this, we have to talk about something called as microbodies also. Remember the words called as sperosome, sperosomes, peroxisome, enuka words bilak to ami shunisu no, especially sperosome is something that you have heard. Sperosome unique point ki asile. It was also called as what? It was also called as plant lysosomes, if you remember, because lysosome is a structure that is present only in case of what? Animal cell. In case of a plant cell, lysosome present may absent, it is absent. What is present is a structure called as sperosome. Now, what is a sperosome? A sperosome is a type of a microbody that is found inside a cell. Why is it called as a microbody? Because as compared to the rest of the organelles, the size is obviously small, right. So, certain types of microbodies, heading koriba microbodies, we have to talk about 3 types of microbodies. So, 3 of them we have to study. Out of these 3, obviously we will write certain points about the 3. What is the point that we will study for the examination is who gives rise to and the one who have discovered it. Name of the scientist aru kune form korise, sperosome eta cellot kune form korise. Generally the credit goes to endoplasmic reticulum. So, you have to be precise. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, arises from what and the name of the one who has discovered. If you want to write it down, স্পেসিফিক নহয় গুটেকিটা এন্ডোপ্লাজমিক ৰেটিকুলাম খালি এইটো মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব স্মুথ এন্ডোপ্লাজমিক ৰেটিকুলাম Okay, function to পঢ়িব লাগিব নে protease, phosphatase, ribonuclease, etc. Okay. So, what is a sperosome? A sperosome is a microbody that is found only in case of a plant cell. Second, who have discovered? Palmer. Next, what exactly is the function? It acts as a storage organelle. Storage of what? Storage of lipids, right? So, storage structure for lipids is something that is called a sperosome, and since it contains also, apart from lipids, it also contains certain types of hydrolytic enzymes. So, it is also called as a lysosome, because we have read about lysosomes, and inside the lysosome ki thake? enzymes, and enzymes will ki asile acid hydrolases, right. So since they also contain hydrolytic enzymes, so they are referred to as plant lysosomes. So out of this questions bahut ahise ha, out of the 3 microbodies mainly the question has been asked about spherosome itself, right. So point bahut important, etu important. Next, storage of lipids, just these 2 words. Next is abundantly found in, question ahibo pare, which microbody is abundantly found in the endosperm cells. So if you are talking about endosperm cells, it is abundantly found because in the endosperm ki thakibo, food thakibo, food in the form of fat, lipids, etc., right. And especially endosperm of oil seeds or ki thakibo, tarpora tail ulai no, oil seeds or, okay, if you are talking about a castor seed or maybe if you are talking about a mustard seed, right, ebilak je oil yielding seed bilak ase, the oil is extracted from which part of the seed? Endosperm, right, lipids and oil, fats and oil, etc., right. So oil seeds e bostu monot rakhiba, right. Then arises from SER. As far as these are concerned, egita iman question aha nai, yes. Half membrane bound organelle, not a very important point, but it's called as half membrane bound organelle because a single membrane is present. Because normally organelles will call a major organelles double membrane ase, yet as here a single ase, some scientists are of opinion that they are considered as half membrane bound organelles. Okay, if this is over, next likhiba peroxisome. Okay, talking about peroxisome, for those students who have studied the chapter called as photosynthesis, I think you all know what exactly we are talking about. Peroxisome is a structure you have studied in a particular cycle, and which cycle are we talking about? June photosynthesis porhisa? Peroxisome kot porhisila? C2 cycle. Right, C2 cycle, the basic difference between a C3 cycle, C3 plants and C4 plants. What was the basic difference? Say at a group of plants or C2 cycle occurs and in the other group it does not occur. Second point, if you remember about C2 cycle, you remember the word that it is also called as, C2 cycle is also called as photorespiration, right. Photorespiration ki hoy, the basic difference between C3 and C4. Next point, photorespiration could occur kore, it occurs in 3 cells. So it is called as a 3-cell organelle process, and out of the 3 cells, 1 cell was peroxisome, right. So C2 cycle jetia porhim, tetia ami peroxisome or kotha ako porhim, right. As far as this is concerned, one thing that you have to be, I mean, out of all the points that we will write, whenever we hear about peroxisome, eta point monot rakhibo lagibo H2O2, right. Peroxisome ki hoy, H2O2 producing enzymes o thake, H2O2 breaking enzymes o thake, right. এইখিনি present in all green cells, right, plant cells bilakot thakibo, and after that point is arises from endoplasmic reticulum. As far as these oxidative enzymes are concerned, etialake to questions aha nai, but if suppose an examiner wants to put it, so he can do it. Jedi bothara precisely okol peroxisome or questions ahibol, then but the main point is it is an organelle or it is a microbody that contains peroxide ba oxidase and catalase. H2O2 producing enzymes thakibo aru H2O2 breaking enzymes thakibo. The point is what happens when H2O2 breaks down. Etu point hai important, huh? Photorespiration or duta point we have written. For those students who have not studied photosynthesis or we have not completed the chapter, tahator kindly notun hobo. So we will be talking about this part during photosynthesis class, and for those students who have already studied photosynthesis, photorespiration is something that you have to know. That's very, very important. It is also called as a C2 cycle. You also have to know why is it called as a C2 cycle. Because if certain cycle or if one cycle is called as a C3 cycle, one cycle is called as a C4 cycle. Kiho karone C3 cycle ba kiho karone C4 cycle buli koy. Why is it called as C3 and why is it called as C4? C3 cycle is called as C3 cycle because it occurs in the C3 plants, right? That is one explanation. Second explanation was C3 cycle is called as C3 cycle because the first product is a 3-carbon compound. Remember PGA. June photosynthesis korise tahate he janibo de, baki hini will do it later. Similarly, C4 cycle is called as C4 cycle because the first carbon compound that is formed is a 4-carbon compound, and what exactly was it? Oxaloacetic acid, right? Now, why C2 cycle is called as a C2 cycle? The same explanation again. The first product that is formed is a 2-carbon compound, glycolate, right? Glycolic acid or glycolate cycle, right? So photorespiration kot hoy 3ta cellot hoy. Out of the 3 cells, 1 cell is peroxisome, right? So in the peroxisome ami ki thakim photorespiration or logot jibur enzymes related, so obviously it will be present in that only, right? In animal cells it helps in detoxification of alcohol. We have already talked about detoxification process, no? Endoplasmic reticulum jetia porisilu SER or RER, we have talked about the differences, right? As far as one function of SER is concerned, detoxification asile nai. So in this case also the function is detoxification. So this is all about peroxisome. What is important from this part? Who discovered it? Second is if H2O2 breaks down, কি produce কৰে? Third is photorespiration ক'ত হয়? Peroxisome হয়, right? You cannot be saying that the entire C2 cycle occurs in peroxisome. Peroxisome is also a part of C2 cycle. Next, look at the third one, glyoxysome. BEEVERS. Finish? Last point. Okay. Last point to kyo likha nai? Okay. So glyoxysome is a microbody. Tar bhitorot ki thakibo? Enzymes thakibo. And what is the function of those enzymes? The enzymes that are present in glyoxysome, tar kam ki? Right? Fats gets converted to carbohydrates, right? Tahate ki kore jimanbur fat ase carbohydrate ba food ole convert kori diye. This cycle is called as glyoxylate cycle. Glyoxylate cycle in details in a different chapter, right? Not now. So just to have an idea. Okay, now the point is, since we have talked about this point, so this type of a microbody with this type of an enzyme would be present in case of a plant cell, in case of an animal cell, and in both the cases. Reading this point, you have to answer. That is the reason why I have not written the last point. Last point to moi likhi dim, kintu likhar agote Just read this statement and then see whether this process is something that occurs or glyoxylate cycle occurs in plant cell, animal cell, ne both. Example to plant cell of bahut diye diso. So plant cell goes like everyone know about it because the examples has been given, right? Now you have to choose between only in plant cells, only in animal cells, ne both. Plant cell hoy confirm, animal cells hoy no hoy. Animal cells hole ki hobo? All the gyms would get closed. I don't know whether you have understood the point or not. Jedi animal cell, if this process occurs, then all the gyms will get closed. Yes or no? Yes. Why do you go for? Yes. So why do you go to a gym? To burn your fats. If you have a mechanism which automatically burns your fats inside and converts it to food, aru ki lage? You don't have to cook, right? Whatever is stored in the body, tahate food prepare kori thakibo aru khai thakiba. Plus you will not become obese also. So obviously gym bilak to bondo hoi jabo. So ultimately what we can conclude, found only in case of plant cell. Okay. So animal cells, last point likha. Which conversion? Fats into carbohydrates. So this was enough information about the three types of microbodies. So we are almost at the last part of the lesson. So what is left? Ki discuss karna hai? Cell or the main thing, no? Brain of the cell, nucleus and the genetic material. We have to talk about the nucleus, its structure and certain points about the chromosome. If you have gone through the MCQs prior to doing this class, kenuka dhoroner questions ahise, especially from chromosome part. Saisa ne kunubai MCQs? Eto chapter of chromosome part of ki question ahise? Heard about a word called as heterochromosome and new chromosome. Maximum question hey point to pora ahise. What is a heterochromosome? What is a U chromosome? Right? Ami discuss korim. Next likha nucleus. Nucleus ki likhim. Brain of the cell. Talking about its membrane, double membrane. Parts of a nucleus, you have to talk about double membrane, thakibo, outer membrane, inner membrane, the space between the two membrane, perinucleolar space. Next, you have something called as a nucleolus. What is a nucleolus? A thickened area inside the nucleus is called as nucleolus. What you need to study, where will you find the nucleolus? First point. Second point, what is the number of nucleolus that you see in a cell? It depends on the cell. Highly active will have more nucleolus. Third is something called as endoplasmic ribosomes. Ribosomes present or absent? Obviously present. Kunkhon membrane not present, outer membrane not present. Next, talking about the genetic material inside the nucleus. The word that we use, ki ase nucleus or membrane khonor bhitor genetic material ase, and what is the word that we use? We can use it as the word called as chromosomes, or we can use it the word that is called as chromatin network. Now when will you use the word chromosomes and when will you use the word chromatin network? If it is a dividing cell, inside the nuclear membrane ki thakibo? Chromosomes thakibo. If it is an interphase nucleus, non-dividing nucleus, tar genetic material khini ami ki boli kom? Chromatin. So you should know the difference between that chromatin network and the chromosomes, right? Next part of the lesson we will talk about the structure of a chromosome, the part of a chromosome, etc., etc. Nucleus boli koa loge lage obviously structure to porhime, tar uporot some other informations about the nucleus. As likhi jao. Okay, another point from the structure is, remember a sentence that we have spoken, forms a basket in and around the nucleus. Remember that statement? Forms a basket in and around the nucleus. Kot porhisulu ami? Intermediate fibers or intermediate filaments. We have talked about cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton made up of 3 types of proteinaceous structure, microtubules, microfilaments, aru intermediate fibers. Intermediate fibers are most important line ki koisilu from examination point of view. Forms a basket in and around the nucleus. Hey point to ako ami yat porhim etia. Okay, before going to the structure, one general points likhi lom. Okay, discovered by, hetu to hodai khudhe. Discovered by Brown, Robert Brown. Discovered in root cells of orchid. So general points about the nucleus. So nucleus discovered by Robert Brown. Code discover korise root cells of orchid. Nucleus of bhitorot je genetic material thake ba hereditary material thake. Experiment was conducted by Hammerling. He conducted the experiment on acetabularia. Acetabularia, if you remember, ki asile? Acetabularia. One unique point about acetabularia, it was also called as umbrella plant. The most important statement, largest unicellular algae. Okay, next likha, number of nucleus. Okay, talking about the number of nucleus per cell, we know what did the cell theory said. The cell theory said that each and every cell has a single nucleus, no? Kintu we have seen binucleated condition, multinucleated condition, etc. So, binucleate, the best example paramecium, multinucleate, certain examples, right. When we are talking about multinucleate, you have to know two words, one is called as synchytrium and the other is called as cynocytic, right. Both of them have the same meaning, multinucleated condition in case of animals or multinucleated condition in case of plants. In case of plants, it is called as cynocytic. In case of animals, it is called as synchytrium. Okay. Next, you have to talk about the position of the nucleus also. Normally, when we talk about the position of a nucleus or position kot thake. Where will you find the nucleus? You have to give the answer with respect to the plant cell and with respect to the animal cell. If you are talking about the animal cell, the position of the nucleus central. If you are talking about the plant cell, the position of the nucleus peripheral, right. Generally, in case of plant cell, no doubt it lies towards the side, but in scientific word we use the word eccentric, not in the center. Our peripheral at a particular case of karne. Adipocytes mane? right? Note wise we have written a lot, but since I have not marked it down, no, so iman details of noporiba, thik ase, kintu note to likhute to likhiboi lagibo, you never know if the question is going to be asked or not, but looking at the questions of previous years, ekhini portion par question aha nai. Khali a term to janibo lagibo, what is the interphase nucleus? Non dividing ba undividing cell or junto nucleus thake tak ami ki boli ko interphase. So these were certain informations or general informations about the nucleus. Next, structure of the nucleus heading koriba and draw. if you talk about the structure of a nucleus, looking at the diagram itself, a nucleus to mature nucleus, ne intermediate nucleus. It is intermediate nucleus because we have a word called as chromatin, right, not chromosomes. Okay, talking about the nucleus, this is the basic structure. Endoplasmic reticulum obviously does not fall under the structure, but we know that it arises from the outer membrane. That is the reason why we have drawn it down, right. Next, talking about the nucleus, what we know, double membrane structure, first point. Second question regarding the membrane, both the membranes together are called as karyotheca, or they are also called as the nuclear envelope. Second point, is the nuclear envelope continuous or discontinuous? It is discontinuous. Why we have used that word? Because we can see a space between the two membranes, and this is what is called as a nuclear pore. Obviously, enake phutake to nathake, no? They will have a structure that is called as the annulus. We will be drawing about it later. Next is the genetic material in the form of chromatin or thread-like structure, that is called as chromatin. The space between perinuclear space, nucleolus, the thickened area in that inside, that is called as the nucleolus. Nucleolus of a question I have, membranous and non-membranous. Non-membranous, right, that is important. Next we have ribosomes. We can see the contents inside the nucleus, the gel like constituents, nucleoplasm. Next okay, talking about something called as nuclear lamina. Nuclear lamina, no doubt we have drawn like this, but actually tenuka nohoy. So nuclear lamina kon kenuka jane, eneka fiber filament type basket. So intermediate fiber is a basket eta form kore boli koisilu. So who makes up the nuclear membrane lamina? Right? Yeah. Please ask. Kuntu point? Eto nuclear pore. Nuclear pore, P-O-R-E. Perinuclear space, the space between the two membranes, right. So actually intermediate fibers are junto kotha koisilu that they will form a basket, right. So this is what we are talking about. Etia structure to uport kisuman points. Write certain points about the nuclear lamina. Okay, before writing the point, nucleolus ki hoy thickened area, right? Do any one of you remember where exactly you can find the nucleolus or nucleolus kot thakibo? It is a structure that is associated with something. With what? Obviously with the genetic material, right? So if you are talking about the genetic material, we have to use the word called as chromosomes. So chromosomes are eta part of a thickened area to thakibo. Remember? Do you remember this word called as secondary constriction? Right? Primary constriction, secondary constriction. Ami porim olop pisot khali secondary constriction jodi mon ase, secondary constriction also had another name that is called as ki NOR, nucleolar organizing region. So heikini jagate ki thakbo nucleolus. Okay. So the point that is important is this one. So whatever we have drawn in the diagram, we are writing it down. General information, I think it does not need any explanation. Quote present, quote absent, we understand, no? Khali present in eukaryotic nucleus, this is something that we have already studied. Kintu ei postutu sabo laibo. Except during what? Next topic amar ki hobo cell cycle and cell division. That ami prophase, metaphase, but steps of cell division ami details of korim. And when we will talk about prophase, we will study that the prophase is divided into 3 parts or 3 steps. Early, mid or late. Question ahe, kuntu step of prophase or nuclear membrane kon disappear hoy. Because whenever we talk about prophase, the one line that we remember is always the general line that we remember, disappearance of the nuclear membrane. But you have to be precise at which phase of prophase. Early prophase, mid prophase, and late prophase. It is during the late prophase that the nuclear membrane disappears, right? Okay, we have a structure that is called as the nuclear pore. What is the function of the nuclear pore? Nuclear membrane no majot ki thakibo, you have a space, no? That space is called as a nuclear pore. What is the function of the pore? Cytoplasmic continuity, right? Substances from the nucleus will move from the nucleus to the rest part of the cell. Nucleus opera keneke jabo through that area that is called as a nuclear pore. Okay, talking about this diagram now, what we have drawn the outer membrane and we have drawn the inner membrane, no? And this area is called as the nuclear pore. Now what we know, as I said, this cannot be an empty space. There should be some structure that blocks it, and this is what is called as annulus. So with this structure, ki thakibo? Eta protein cylinder thakibo. That protein cylinder is called as annulus, right? Jetia dorkar, it will open up, or jetia nalage, it will remain closed, right? We'll draw. This is what we are talking about. Just rough diagram eta aka. Actually, your voice is breaking up, so I did not understand. Which part are you asking about? This part? This one? This one? This one? Middle part of this portion? If this is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. Similarly, this is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. We know that there will be a proteinaceous cylinder, and that cylinder is called as what? Annulus. Ako jodi membrane kon akiswa, enekwa duta bostu. This is the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane. Next is we'll again have a space. Right? So, ekhini jagah ami ki boli ko? Pore. A pore tut ki thakibo, you have this cylinder. This is what is called as annulus. Is the point understood? Right? The cylinder of proteins that is present at the nuclear pore is called as annulus. Right? Kuntu line? Her line actually one break korise tomar voice to etu niki. I don't know why there is a network issue. I could not understand any one of you talking. Ki koisa ma dhoribo pare. Okay, first Rosa tumi mu kiba koi asila. Just ask again and then you will talk, okay? One by one. Yeah, please say. Digramot. Digramot ekhini je kat. Okay, we are talking about the diameter of the okay, just listen. Diameter of the annulus, it is 800 angstrom. Okay? Okay, next who was asking? Konba khudisile kwa? Please ask. There was a boy who was asking me a question. there was another one, right? Online students, can you see the board clearly? Okay. So we have an area called as a nuclear pore, and this nuclear pore remains plugged, or what is present in a pore is a structure called as nuclear pore complex. What exactly is nuclear pore complex? The nuclear pore together with the protein cylinder that is present in that space, that collectively forms the complex, and the complex is called as nuclear pore complex, right? Jetia dorkar hoy, it opens up, or jetia dorkar na hoy, it remains closed. So who maintains that continuity? It is the nuclear pore that maintains the continuity. What exactly comes out from the nucleus? We are talking about mRNA. Okay. So I think this is all for today. In the next class, we are going to continue. For the next class, heading kori thoi diba nucleoplasm. So we will be writing certain points about nucleoplasm. Thank you. Okay. Any doubts? Online students, kiba doubts asil niki? Okay. Thank you so much.